Hi, I'm Pat Barnard, Group Managing Editor for TMCnet, coming to you from IT Expo West in Los Angeles. And joining me is Joe Gillette, CEO of Stage 2 Networks. Hi, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Pat?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
So why don't you start off by providing us with a little overview of what you guys do?
Sure. Stage 2 Networks is a fully converged voice and data services provider out of New York City.
Okay.
And we own and manage a BroadSoft platform, and so our specialty has been hosted PBX and more recently SIP trunking.
Okay.
And we have some exciting new services that we're layering in as well now.
Okay, great. Now I understand that you announced and are demonstrating, maybe not announced, but are demonstrating some enhancements to your platform.
That's right.
Maybe you could talk about those a little bit.
Well, we're made a deal with Microsoft, and we're hosting Microsoft's suite of services, or their answer to voice over IP. I want to call it OCS, but as you mentioned before our interview, it's now called Link.
Right.
So what's neat about it is we're voice enabling hosted exchange. We're providing our users with a desktop video solution that's very cost effective.
Okay.
We're giving them presence management as well as being able to see who's on the call, and then with a mouse click, launch the phone call, another mouse click, launch the video call.
Right. And
so our users are very enamored with the productivity enhancements that they're looking at with this feature.
Okay, that's great. Kind of a crowded, getting more competitive space, hosted PBX.
Absolutely.
What would you say is your main value prop? How do you differentiate yourselves from all those other players that are out there?
Great question. I mean, one of the ways we do it is by staying one step ahead from a product and application viewpoint.
Okay.
So we have a network with 3 points of presence, and we're driving. We're really transport agnostic, so whether it be DSL, Metro Ethernet at 100 meg speed, or anything in between, like a T1 or a T3.
Okay.
We're really about getting a on-net data connection and then supporting a bunch of cloud-based applications.
Okay.
To us now, hosted PBX is just one of those primary applications versus all we do.
Right. You got to add value to it.
Yeah, we have a vision of just continuing to layer on more and more applications over that pipe.
Right.
And whether it be IT security or the Microsoft suite of services or video conferencing, even room-based solutions that we see coming on the horizon that we can make cost-effective for the small, medium-sized business, minimize their capex. That's the whole model behind our cloud philosophy is minimize the capex investment. Maintain the control in the customer's hands, really help them fight obsolescence, and on a monthly recurring basis, let them enjoy the use of the product. Let us worry about making the product work 24/7.
Right.
And I think with that philosophy, we can keep advancing the ball. And obviously, at the end of the day, I always say a service provider play is an execution plan. So it's really about the people and the commitment of the people and the talent of the people that you have on your staff. We're not a huge company, but we're very proud of the service delivery and the customer support that we provide our customers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, support is absolutely essential.
It's the name of the game.
Right. In terms of geography, because you're based out of New York, now I realize anybody could probably uptake your web-based solution from anywhere, but do you play more heavily into that market?
We do. Being headquartered in New York City and that being the largest telecom marketplace in the world, we do just fine growing our business with businesses that are headquartered within, I'd say, a 2-hour radius of New York. That doesn't mean we don't have more national or nationwide or global ambitions. And we've certainly done deployments all over the place. But typically those deployments are the result of a New York-based or New York metro area company having locations all over the country, and so we end up deploying around the country.
Right, okay.
So, but right now our physical presence is New York, and for now that's working for us.
Okay, all right, great, good. Now I understand you spoke at a session, I think you said it was this morning, is that right?
That's right.
You were on a panel?
That's right. We were talking about SIP trunking and the future of SIP trunking.
Okay.
And we're talking very similarly, just a little more narrow focus. SIP trunk is obviously replaced PRI in many cases. It's much more scalable than the TDM-based solution.
Right, sure.
A company can just easily add call paths. A lot of advantages to it.
Yep.
Better for DR, business continuity. We were talking tonight, or this morning, I'm sorry, about how SIP trunking is now really becoming it's another way that we can layer on applications. So video over SIP trunking is now happening.
Yep.
These Microsoft services that I talked about, we've only integrated with our hosted PBX offering, but we have a vision in the next few months of integrating it with the SIP trunking offering.
Right.
So now all of a sudden, instead of getting a way to make and take phone calls, you're getting a way of really leveraging a whole suite of applications that can help your business.
Right. Yeah,
So-
and it's the quickest and probably more importantly, most reliable path to
Absolutely.
UC, full-featured UC.
Correct.
Great.
Correct.
Okay, good. Well, thanks very much for your time. I
You bet.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We've been speaking with Joe Gillette, CEO of Stage 2 Networks, coming to you from IT Expo West in Los Angeles. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.